What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. Today we're talking about weather. Yeah, everybody's favorite subject. Not really, but GPU miners, CPU miners, ASIC miners, we all love the winter. We love the cold because not only do the miners run better, but they give off heat. So, if it's cold in your house and you run a little bit of miners, warms it up. Some people have always asked me, does it actually make a difference? And anybody out there, if you're watching this video and you have a substantial amount of cards, heck, even just a few cards in a bedroom will actually make quite a bit of difference. There's actually some formulas and some calculations. We're going to take a look at those. So if you're kind of wondering, you know, about splitting up your hash power and maybe running a little bit in this room and that room. That's what I did in the past at my old house. I actually had like a big desktop tower with 3 graphics cards, like in the back of my living room behind my TV. Then I had another rig up in my spare bedroom, just a little supplemental heat in there, just kind of like spreading some heat around. And then of course I had a majority of my cards in my actual garage, and that was nice because it kept the garage warm. But yeah, anyway, let's jump on over here and take a look at these accumulations. So, looking on what to mine, obviously, nothing is profitable, but Caspa is really close. It only loses 4 cents a day on a 3060 Ti. So, if you're offsetting some like electric costs for heating, then you may actually be better off because your heater will be paying you in Caspa, or any other coin that you choose, any other coin that you choose. But looks like Caspa is the pretty much the cream of the crop right now for today, which that can change any day. A lot of people are like, oh, well, the heat output from a CPU or a GPU is not as efficient as a regular HVAC system. And I say, yes, you are correct, up until a different temperature. So, not to get too far in depth on HVAC systems, but a lot of people have heat pumps, especially here down in the South. And at a certain temperature, let's actually look it up. But at a certain temperature, heat pumps lose a lot of efficiency for producing heat. So, heat pump temperature range. At what temperature is a heat pump not effective? Heat pumps do not operate as efficiently when temperatures drop to below 25 and 40 degrees Fahrenheit for most systems. The heat pump works best when the temperature is above 40. Once outdoor temperatures drop to 40 degrees, heat pumps start losing efficiency and they consume more energy to do their jobs. It's kind of crazy. Well, right now, temperatures, let's see, NC temp temperature in North Carolina, we are dipping down close to the 40s. Occasionally, we're actually getting cooler in that. It looks like Thursday and Friday, we're going to be at 25 during the night and 30 during the night. So, running your heat pump, a traditional HVAC system around here, would consume more energy than a regular plug in wall electric heater, which those are 100% efficient. So, they're not actually over 100%, just 100%, which is, I mean, it's arguable to say that computers are not 100%, but let's just, for the sake of the argument, say computers are. I mean, I think it's what technically like 99.9% of it goes to heat, and then like a minuscule amount comes off in some other thing. But energy's never lost, it's just transferred. And let's say 100% of it is transferred into heat. So running a computer that burns 1,000 watts and running a 1,000 watt heater, plug-in heater, burn the same amount of power and put off the same amount of heat, but one of them gives you crypto. I know it's a crazy, crazy thing to think about. Um, that's why our bear market or our unprofitability of from losing Ethereum and now mining stuff that doesn't make any profit is actually really nice to happen during the winter time because we can offset some of our heating costs with doing a little bit of speculative mining. Now, obviously, this isn't a perfect situation. Whenever you run a plug-in heater, normally like a little space heater in a room, it doesn't run 24/7. So that's why you might need to scale down your actual BTUs or British thermal units that you would need in a room. And that means you don't need to have a big, huge rig in every single room. If we look over here, how many BTUs are suggested per square feet? As a general rule, an air conditioner needs 20 BTUs for each square foot of living space. But other considerations such as ceiling height and size of your windows and doorways, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now we need to figure out how do we calculate BTUs. Well, anyway, you can just do watts to BTUs. It's really, really simple calculation. It's 1 watt equals 3.41 BTUs. So if we take this bad boy right here and we have, let's go super simple, right? Let's start off with like just a basic card, a 3060 Ti, and we are mining uh let's say we're mining Caspa, which is K heavy hash. On K heavy hash, we're burning 140 watts. So 140 times 3.41. That means that computer, well, that graphics card is putting off 477 BTUs, not including the CPU. So the CPU might be chugging down, another, if it was mining, maybe 100 watts. If it's just idle, 10, 15, 20 watts. We'll round this up. We'll say that computer is not mining on the CPU, but it's putting out 500 BTUs, right? Now, what is that good for? By following Google standards, we would divide by 20, and that's good for a 25 square foot room. But I don't think that actually equates out how it should, because 25 square feet is like nothing. And I've personally had a single graphics card in a room make a noticeable difference. I think they're not looking at, whenever they're rating the BTUs needed per square footage, they're not looking at a HVAC system or a heating system or a heat pump system that's going to be running 24/7. I don't know what like the suggested duty cycle is on a HVAC system, but since you are going to be mining 24/7, I find it almost a better rule of thumb. Instead of going 20 BTUs per square foot, go for about 5 BTUs per square foot. That means if we have 500, we can divide that by 5, and that gives us 100 square feet. And 100 square feet is a 10 by 10 room. A 10 by 10 room with one graphics card in it and a computer, putting off about 500 watts of heat, which is, sorry, 500 watts, be 500 BTUs of heat. Sorry, I get all jumbled up here. Would make a noticeable difference in a 10 by 10 room. Obviously, if you have bad insulation or big windows that are not gas filled and like old style, that doesn't help with keeping heat in. But anybody that has run a card for a significant amount of time, you guys know, what I'm talking about. So now if you scaled that up and put, 2 or 3 cards in a single system and had good airflow, you could be looking at actually heating a majority of your house, or at least supplementing quite a bit of heat with mining. Now, in a perfect world, you would just mine in every single room, and your heaters would pay you. The only issue is, and I have actually seen where some people have almost like built a thermostat for their miners, so it gets to a certain temperature, and then it tells the miner to pause, and then when it comes back down, it turns the miner back on. I haven't ever done anything that crazy, but it does give me ideas. It does give me ideas. I'm sure there's somebody way smarter than me out there that, I feel like this kind of situation almost needs like a Raspberry Pi. I don't know why, but I feel like the Raspberry Pis always do a good job of like handling um almost like a bunch of sensor inputs and that kind of thing. Now, we're getting a little off track here, but currently right now I have 1,000 watts running inside of my dad's garage. We're going to times that by the 3.41. So it's putting off about 3,400 TUs of heat every 24 hours. Or sorry, every hour. If we do that by 24 hours times 24 in a day, it's putting off 81,000 BTUs. Now that's not enough for this shop to keep it any amount of like super warm, but it is keeping it at about a 10 to 15 degree delta. So outside it's like 45 degrees, inside and here it's about 55, maybe 56 or 57. So it's making a difference. It's actually warmer in here, but this garage is huge. I don't even know the square footage on it, but if we went with our 3410 divided that by 5, that would be a perfect setup for a 680 square foot building and or 680 square foot room. This building is more somewhere along the lines of probably something like multiple thousand. I would say like for maybe like 4,000 square feet. So obviously nowhere near enough to keep it regulated up high, but for a garage it's awesome. So because I've always heard people like, oh, I'm not gonna. Why would I put a couple, CPUs or GPUs in here? It won't make a difference. It does make a difference, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, I didn't want to harp on it too much. This was just kind of a light, quick video. Winter is coming, or actually, winter is here. Just been a really, really mild one on the east coast of the U.S. for the last like couple weeks. I mean, heck, there was at one point last week where I was sweating and it was like almost 80 something degrees outside in November. I know it's a crazy time. But before we get off here, I did want to go through Coin Market Cap. And it looks like some coins had a little bit better day than previous. Bitcoin's up 5%. It's at $16,786. Ethereum's right behind it with an almost 6% gain in the last 24 hours at $1,254. Going further down the list, we have XRP at 37 cents. Dogecoin at 8.6 cents, actually still going down. Or no, it is up 5.9%. I was looking at the 7-day. It's down 13% over the last 7 days. Shiba Inu is $9 per million tokens. Ethereum Classic, we're back up above $20. It's at $20.40. It's up 6.8% in the last 24 hours. Monero, $129.55. It's slowly coming back up, almost 5% up in the last 24 hours. And we got some other stuff out here. What else we got here? Zcash, $41.03. Oh, Zcash. Haven't messed with that in a while. Anything else? Ethereum POW or ETHW, $3.81. Not doing so hot there. Old BAT token, basic attention token, 22 cents. Haven't paid attention. Have not gave that basic attention token any attention in quite some time. And we'll round it off with let's look at Caspa, because Caspa's killing it right now. Mining scene compared to everything else. KASPA. Caspa. Caspa is up 38%. So no wonder they're doing great on like what the profitability charts. Well, not great. They're still not profitable, but not at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, if you have solar, it is wintertime, so you're not generating as much. But if you have solar, it's gonna help this to become more profitable. And if you have cheaper electric, then jealous. I really am. But yeah. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope y'all had a good night. Let me know, are you guys turning some miners on for the wintertime? Or are you going to be stubborn and just turn your electric heat on? Let me know. Now, for people out there that have wood heating solutions, super jealous of y'all. I do want to put a wood stove in my new place. I just haven't got that far yet. And then for people that have like natural gas and that kind of stuff, yeah, y'all are lucky too. Now, the guys that have propane, I used to have propane heat at my old place, or LP, liquid propane. Um, oh my gosh, is that ever, man, that's so expensive. I remember I would spend like, almost $400 a month trying to keep my little house warm. It didn't have great insulation, but it was burning a ton of propane. So I was just like, It was cheaper to put like plug-in space heaters in every single room. So yeah. Anyway, peace out. I'll see y'all on the next one. Later, guys.